As the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. As a visual communicator, photography is essential to the graphic designer in diverse ways, since images can mean a lot in communication as far as aesthetics are concerned. Graphic designers manipulate photos to communicate an idea. Some employers look for graphic designers with a photography background and vice versa. You see type on photos everywhere. Advertisements, book covers, magazines, websites, album covers, announcements, business cards, save the dates, greeting cards, food photography, blogs, thumbnails, inspirational posters. You get the point, everywhere. You probably create a similar multimedia composition every day without even knowing it, with your Instagram stories, Snapchats, TikToks, you name it. Good photographers make the designer's job easy, but if the photos are going to be combined with type later, it's always helpful to keep this in mind when shooting to really get what you want. Great photos with no place for text generally do not make for great design. If you plan on adding typography to your images, why not consider its placement before you even take your photographs? Yes, you can always crop an image. You could even squeeze your typeface and try to force it in and make the graphics fit. But a better option, why not frame the photo with the intention and plan the negative space for the placement of type and graphics? Always consider what style of font you use and match the style with the feeling and emotion of the photograph to create better compositions. Here are some ways to achieve good text placement. Use simple subject matter to create negative space like this field. Or you could reframe it and use the sky. Look for flat shapes in the environment around you, like this bridge. Use a short depth of field by using a large aperture and blurring out your background from your foreground subject matter. This will create a great area for text or any other graphics. Look for areas of contrast. As you can see here, there's great contrast in the texture of the leaves and this wall. There's also a lot of contrast within the value and color of the leaves and the texture and pattern in the brick. Use basic line not only to direct the viewer through the composition, but to create windows for the text placement. Look for patterns in repeated objects, especially ones that you can physically control and move with your hands. That way you can arrange them however you would like to create negative space for your graphics to be placed. If your first idea doesn't work, or if you're working with elements that you can't control, like this weed that I'm trying to place in front of the red and blur out the background, don't give up yet. There might be another opportunity where you can just reframe your composition in a way to create different negative space for your text. Use sight lines to create uninterrupted line of sight from the viewer, the figure in your image, to the object of gaze, which would be your graphic. This is also known as line of sight and works well because we naturally follow a person's eyes because we're curious to find out what they're looking at. Let's do a quick review on all the ways to achieve good text placement. Framing, negative space, focus, contrast, texture, lines, and sight of direction. Use these methods and your fonts and design will jump out and have much more impact. Have fun and good luck!